Hi guys, this is Ace What If, and I think I have a pretty good one that no one have ever done yet. What if Deku had Shengon Wu's power, all of the Shengon Wu's power? And you guys are probably wondering what Shengon Wu. Well, it used to be from a popular cartoon called Shaolin Showdown, where the Shengon won't be mystical item that had powers. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get really deep into that, and yeah, let's begin the video. When Deku was born, he has white hair and white eyes. And you'll find out why I made his hair white and his eyes and ear and hair white. And obviously his quirk isn't this isn't a quirk. This you're gonna find out how he's gonna be the most strongest person. And when Deku was 4, I'm gonna add Izumi in there. I'm still gonna add Izumi and Katsumi in there, and Baku, cause it kind of feel wrong, cause I'm natural to it. So when Deku was 4 and Katsumi was about 5, yeah, Katsumi, no, not Katsumi, Izumi is 1 year older than Deku because, they're sisters. And Deku was going to the quirk doctor with Izumi to find out what their quirk was. Izumi's quirk is actually fire manipulation. Yeah, her quirk is basically based off fire. Her quirk is pyrokinetics. She can control it and manipulate it as she see fit. And when Deku was going to the quirk doctor, Deku did have a quirk. Yes, he did have a quirk, but his quirk, let's just say someone stole it. All One stole it. And no, All One is not the father. No, All Might is. You're gonna find out what I'm gonna do. So when they heard that Izuku doesn't have a quirk, the doctor took his quirk. Yes, yeah, if you're wondering how did the doctor took his quirk, let's just say All One found someone that can take someone's quirk away. So yeah, that's it. No, sorry guys, let's say Izuku didn't have a quirk or that, because that would make no sense. Because if the quirk that the doctor would see impressed would basically be taken away. So sorry. So let's just say Izuku was born quirkless, and they did the normal thing. Deku goes to school being bullied for about 2 more years since he was 7, and Deku decided to go into the forest where he found a strange orb, which, being a 7-year-old, cracks it open. He cracks it open and he saw immense power coming from it and goes from out of within his body. And if you're wondering what is this orb, I'm just gonna call it the orb of sealment, because I have no idea what else to put it as. Only person who has pierced half heart can wield it, which no one did knew about this. Cause let me flash back before everything happened when quirk developed. The Shengon Wu were so powerful they constantly cause war. So to protect it and such, all of the Guardians decided to seal it within one orb. And hold on guys, hold on, I'll be back. Hold on. Yeah, the Shengon would be sealed in the sealment orb, and they would hide it somewhere only they knew, which was the forest that Izuku wandered in. And if you're wondering who knows about the Shengon, no one does know about it. But I think I may add someone from the Shaolin universe in this one. So Deku break the orb and he senses let's just say the power didn't have sorry guys, something was in my throat. No homo. Sorry guys. The Shengan didn't have, their original vessel. Hold on guys, I'm back. The Shengan vessels that they previously had were destroyed because of the great conflict. Yes, when their power was stolen, the weapon the item that they were in destroyed as well. So they didn't have anywhere to go. Since only a pure soul can in hand can hold their power, they didn't know who to choose, and they saw Izuku. So Izuku wondered what happened, and basically all the Shengan who took a human form and say this to Izuku, would you please keep my power? Izuku would be shocked that a pure energy talking to him. He would think that he's crazy or something, which the spirit just says, no, you're not crazy, I can talk. Which Izuku would want ask, why him? Why me? They all Shingon would say, you have a pure heart and only a pure heart can control my power. Which Izuku is a pure-hearted being. Which Izuku is pure-hearted, but everyone just treat him like trash, including his parents. And All Might is his father. Yes, I'm not. Yes, and if you guys are wondering why I hate All Might, because first he could have literally ended all for one. I am not getting into that right now. I will do it in the next video when I have time. So Deku would proceed to look down and says, okay, because Deku does have a pure soul and a pure heart. Because the only thing he wants to be is be a hero. Which no one, which when the energies of all the Shengan do enter in his body, and if you're wondering how many Shengan was in his body, I'm gonna tell you, not the shitty, not the lame ones, like ants in the pants. No, it's not gonna be any of the lame Shengan. Those Shengan would be destroyed, and that's it. If you guys are wondering what kind of power does he has, I will only give you one hint. He had the crystal glasses power, which his eyes would turn into like a silver, in this silver as you see in the video. Deku eye would turn silver and he would see the future, but he can only use it for about an hour a day. Cause if he uses it too long, his eyes is gonna start bleeding him. His eyes would start turning red, and he didn't want that. Which all Shengon would tell him that to control the power, he needs to train. Which he did. I will tell you this. So when Deku was being bullied for about till the age of 15, Deku would have most of the power after Shengon lose. I will tell you what he has. He would have the changing chopstick power, which shrinks and enlarging things. Chest of, I'm not even gonna say chest of. Just say a chest plate that enhances wind based move. And he obviously has crystal glasses. And he would have eagle scope, because he would basically have the ability to see far as an eagle. And he would have the eye of Itachi, who shoot lightning. And if you're wondering why I'm making Deku this OP, you're gonna find out why. He would have the falcon eye, which can allow him to see many things. He would have the power of fancy feet, fist of Temigong, and he would have the fountain of Heal, which grant him infinite knowledge. That was only some of the power. He would obviously have. He would have the ability of the golden tiger claw. If you're wondering the heart of the heart of Jang, no, he won't have that. Mala Jang will not be in this. You're gonna find out who is. And they could have the horde mouse jet butsus, and no, he's gonna have a little bit more in the future, but I'm not gonna miss it. And Deku would be of the mantis flip point. I think I may add 2 more. Yeah, I'm gonna have 3 more and 3 more, cause I really don't wanna. Cause I really don't. Cause I am not telling most of you guys what's going to happen. And if you're wondering, no, I'm gonna add 4. Cause if you're wondering if I'm gonna give Deku the 9 dragon rings and the ring of the 9 dragons. And if you're wondering if what what the Nine Ring of Dragon does is split in multiple personality, but in this case, it's completely different. Deku would use it and split into 9 of himself, but all of them would think the same as him and be the same as him, pure-hearted. But each one of them would have one power of a different Shengan Wu that he is going to, which I will tell you. One of them would have the aura of Tsunami or such, Serpent Tail, and the shard. No, that would be too broken. He wouldn't unlock that one yet. I was about to give him a shard of lightning when I found out something very interesting. If I gave him that, he would be unbeatable. And he would have the shard of shadow, and that will be it. I was planning on giving the sword of the storm, but no, not yet. He will have the power. He will have some power. So by the end of middle school, Deku would be bullied by Katsumi, Izumi, and Bakugo, which being bullies will continue to bully him. Which Deku wouldn't care as much, cause he has a pure heart and he didn't want the power of the Sharingan Wood to just leave him. Even though it wasn't his, he's grateful that he got the power. So the teacher would come in, do the same thing as in canon, but Izumi, Bakugo, and Katsumi would want to go to UA, which Bakugo would do the same thing, saying that we are the best and such. Which everyone in this class would get pretty mad at Bakugo, but they know it's true. Which the teacher would read that Izuku want to go to UA. When everyone hears, they began to laugh at him, but Deku didn't care, cause he didn't want to use his power unless it's necessary. Cause yeah, if he uses any of the power that he has, he is going to be broken. And I can't really remember which powers I gave him. So guys, let me know if I accidentally gave him the wrong power. So Deku wouldn't really care, because he's been abused, because he would be neglected and abused by his parents, and which is Inko. Sorry guys for all Inko's fans. Which Deku wouldn't care, and Izumi and Katsumi and Bakugo would walk over there, try to bully him, but by then Deku used the serpent tail and go and gone, cause it was about the end of the school day, so Deku just decided to go home. And yes, he's going to have a harem. And trust me, guys, if any one of you are 14 years or younger, don't watch it, cause in part 2 you're gonna find out how many girls he's going to have. Which Deku would meet the sludge villain, cause remember, Deku had the shroud of shadow, the serpent tail, the ring of 9 dragon, the aura tsunami, and sorry about that, guys. I really want to know all these powers, but I can't really remember. He would have jet butsus, tiger claw, and such more. So Deku decided to go home, which he used the crystal eye to find out what's going to happen, and he knows that the sludge villain would come, so he get ready and use one of the strongest move, and you're gonna find out what else power he's going to get within the 10th month. I think I may make him too broken already, but hey, who knows? He's strong, and Deku would know that the villain is coming, so Deku would get ready and use which power? Deku would use the Star of Unabi and hold on, guys. I really want to get these powers in my head, because I have no clue why I'm making him this broken. And the Star of Dashi, the Eye of Dashi and the Star of Unabi. You would use those powers in fire and electricity. When the sludge will appear, Deku shoots the lightning and shoot the fire at it, which the sludge villain was dead. No, the sludge villain wouldn't be dead. He would be unconscious. Deku would bottle him up and disappear with a fancy feat, which grants him sonic powers, supersonic speed. Which, when All Might busts through the door, aka his father, he wouldn't be there. Oh, Deku wouldn't be there, and he wouldn't want one for all. Cause remember, Shengon rules stronger than even All for One and All Might. You're gonna find out how broken I'm gonna make him. So for the 10-month training, Deku we train and train, and Deku would unlock three or no, he would unlock four more Shengon rules. He would unlock Cat Eye Diaco, which enhances every fire power he has. And he will also unlock the Sword of the Storm, because that thing is broken. And he will also unlock the Fist of Temigong and what else? What else? Not. He will also have one more. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to remember one of the powers that he's going to get. And Two Down Tunic, yes. Which he would basically be broken, which no one can touch him. So Deku would unlock those powers. As for the and one more. He will unlock one of them would grant him infinite knowledge, but I can't remember what's the name. And trust me, for when Deku walks in, he would see Izumi, Katsumi, and Bakugo, which they would see him, and Deku wouldn't really care. They would try to bump into him, and Deku would just use the serpent tail. He can basically go through anything because he's still walking. Yes, he learned to master every power he has. He would have, and for the written exam, and yes, he would still meet Uchaku Muraka because he was a little bit nervous. And yeah, Deku would use the Fountain of Hue, and blaze through the written exam with ease and fixing some error that Nezu made. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. So Deku would get 100% on that, and he'll turn his paper for like 10 minutes after it's done. Which either would do the same thing as in canon, but say that Deku must be cheating or taking him seriously or whatever. Because I'm not really going to cover Ida. Ida is literally one of my one of my characters that I kind of hate, but in a way I don't hate him that much. So yeah. For the practical exam, Deku would sense that someone is nervous, and he would do fancy feet and saw the girl. They would introduce each other as, sorry about that, guys. They would introduce each other as Uchaku Muraka, and Izuku would introduce himself as Izuku Midoriya and whatever. And in this one, Inko is a hero, but she would be called the Green. No, she would be called the Green Mage, because she basically have telekinesis. Yeah. And Deku would be ready. And Deku would be ready, which he activate the ring of 9 dragons, which splits all of him into 9 of himself. Each one have a power that he has. So the first one would basically have, alright, how can I say? One of them would have the Sword of the Storm. One would have Sword of the Storm, yes. And Deku, one of them would have Fancy Feet. Hold on, guys. Fancy Feet, Star of Funabe. Hold on, guys. I'm still the Shroud of Shadow, and hold on, guys. I can't remember most of the powers, so guys, work with me. And and the rest of them, and Serpent Tail, or Tsunami, and I didn't give him Mantis Flipcorn because that would be really. And I forgot to add another power in there, and Golden Tiger Claw, and Falcon Eye and Star of Dashi. Those are the 9 powers. I don't know how many I gave. I'm just giving that those powers because each one of them would have one of the power. Each one of them would have the same personality as Deku, but they would they wouldn't be obnoxious and yeah. And if you're wondering why I'm making this guy so broken, because he's going to fight someone from the Shaolin universe to keep the power. Because the Shaolin universe is not in a mess. The world is peaceful and such, but only one person wants the power to use. Because he's basically bored. He wants a challenge. He's basically bored. And if you're wondering about the Shaolin Showdown domain, yeah, it will only be in there if Deku wants to challenge someone. Hold on, guys. Let me do something. Deku physique. It's about season 3 canon strength. Yeah, that was how much strength he has. And if you're wondering if the green mage, aka Inko and All Might, gonna be there, yes, they are gonna be in there watching all of them. They would see that Izuku is there with 9 of himself. They would be confused and say, how did Deku did do that, which they didn't know. Deku would proceed as the gates open. Each one activate their power, but obviously the Golden Tiger Claw did have to help all of them. With each one of them teleport into a different location with more robots. 3-pointer, 1-pointer, 2-pointer, and yes, that is how many. Everyone, they would be in starting blitzing robots, and someone from the crowd would say he's cheating, which President Mike would say he's not cheating. You should follow his example. Villains don't waste time. Villains don't wait for you to count down. Which everyone would hurry up. And if you're wondering what happened to Uchaku Maraka, yes, Deku did teleport her inside it. Cause you know me, I'm not leaving her out of it. Cause she's part of Deku's love life, and you're gonna find out more. Who else is gonna be in there? But I'm warning you guys. If you're 14 years, I recommend do not watch this video. But this is only part 1, so sorry about that. This is only part 1, so don't watch part 3. That's what I'm begging you for. So yeah, Deku would be there blitzing robot, destroying them, which Uchaku did do much, which Izuku did destroy most of them, and Deku and all of them would decided that each one of them would take a break and rest because they're tired, and they would teleport, which the Golden Tiger Claw user, one of them would have the Golden Tiger Claw teleport all of them up on the building, which they would see Uchaku getting points and such. And if you're wondering how many did Izuku get with the 9 of him, let's just say it's about 500 robots. Each one of them would get more and more, but I didn't want to make him that go far yet. Cause yeah, he's going to get strong. And if you're wondering about the elements, no, he wouldn't have any of the elements. Like over tsunami, water, no, he wouldn't have any of it. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Deku would be there chilling and relaxing, which one of them who has falcon eyes realize something is not right. And when one of them hear this, each one of them turn and say, what is it? They will say that there's a massive robot appearing, which they would ask, are you sure? They would say yes, and they would get ready. Which Uchaku in this would not get hurt, if you're wondering. The Golden Tiger Claw makes sure of that. Sorry, I keep saying which. If I say, guys, let me know in the comments if I keep saying that too much. And Deku would proceed to destroy the robot with ease. Remember, the Fist of Temigong, and he's going to get more power. And one of them would have the Sword of Funami, the Sword of the Storm, and Eye of Dashi, and Eye of and Star of Funami. Which, if you know them, if you guys watch them, Deku doesn't have to say them to make them work. Deku only needs to say them is his mind, or they will activate by, when he wants them to. And Deku basically destroys 0 point with zero effort. No, basically no effort at all. Cause he literally is God. He's playing God. And trust me, he's about to get stronger. And if you're wondering how strong I'm making him, he's not going to unlock the shard of lightning yet. He's going to unlock when he's going to when he's going to defeat overall. No, not only defeat, he's going to unlock when he's going to fight overall. Which, if you guys know already, the shard of lightning is no joke. So Deku would proceed to go, but he wouldn't go back home. He actually bought a home. Cause remember, infinite knowledge. He can basically end the shard of shadow. He basically could rob Burn if he wanted, but he decided not to. Which he basically gains like $1 billion a month, not month, a year, to make computers for someone and such, and gadgets, which Deku would buy her own house and such. And if you're wondering, Uchaku tell Deku about her family and her struggles in the first place, cause Uchaku actually get I keep stuttering. Sorry guys, I haven't done this in a while yet. Uchaku Maraka would get blush and basically fall in love at first sight. I am not telling you guys how many it's gonna be in there as yet. Not yet. Deku would proceed to help them out. Deku would transfer half of his money in there, which was about 500 mil. And Deku, they would see that someone transfer money into their account. When they see the name Izuku Midoriya, they would be in shock that a kid had this much power. Hold on. And Uchaku would be glad and ask Deku why. Cause remember, he's a hero. I want to help you. Which Uchaku would confess his feelings, and yeah, there we get started dating. But Uchaku would accept anyone who as well enter, because who wouldn't? Deku is basically a charmer. As Deku wouldn't want a letter from. Deku would know that he passed already, because remember, crystal glass power, or Shengan power would allow him to no. Sorry guys, I'm so sleepy. And Deku wouldn't say a thing about this. Deku would go home to his naughty old house. He would to his new house, because remember, he was abused and neglected. So Deku decided to move. And Aizawa would know where he lived, because he met Aizawa everywhere. Because remember, shadow. So he basically knows where Aizawa is. Aizawa gave him, telling him that he passed, and yeah. The next day, yeah, I'm not gonna get into the 1 week crap, because Deku will unlock more power. He's not gonna unlock any more power till this whole series is done. So Deku would proceed to go to school. He would see that either would be arguing the same person who scolded him, arguing with those three, which was Izumi, Bakugo, and Katsumi. Which, when they see Izuku, they will ask, how did you get in Europe? Which Izuku didn't really care and ignored them. Deku would go to his seat, and he would see that Uchaku Uraraka is coming to thank him and such, and kiss him, and Uchaku would kiss him on the cheek. And many of them would say, are you two guys dating yet? Which Uchaku would say, not yet. And all of them would think that Izuku is cute, because remember, silver hair, silver eyes, yeah. And I thought would come in because I am literally tired, guys. I'm literally tired. I'm up like what, 1 o'clock making this video. So if you guys like it, please subscribe to my channel, turn on notification, and I will do a next part. If you guys like this part, like if you guys get me to 100 views or to more, I will consider making a part 2 and part 3, or just make a movie in whole. Deku would proceed to know Aizawa, and he know what he's gonna plan. So Deku would tell Ochaku and Ida to just follow him, which they do, and go to the change room and change quickly into their PE form, which I am not even gonna cover. For the quirk assessment test, they would no one would ask about orientation. Deku would proceed to go first. No, Aizawa would call up the first place user, which those three would go, and Aizawa would say, "No, where you guys think you're going? It's not you." Which they three would be surprised and ask who got the #1 spot then. When Aizawa called up Izuku grabbed the ball. They would agree to get pissed, and all of them try to use their quirk, and this is where Deku unlocks one. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I think I made a vow, and Deku basically unlocked one on this one, cause I don't want Deku to be captured or such. Deku will unlock. Hold on, which he's going to unlock 2 capture one, and that's it. 2 of them, 2 capture technique, 2 capture, 2 capture Shengan Wool, and that's it. He will unlock this third arm stash and third arm stash. Sorry guys. And hold on, I'm trying to. Oh, and the tangle web comb, which if you're wondering how that work, Deku here would grow along and capture them, which they wouldn't even move, and All Might and Green Mage would, their hero names, their name, who they are already, would go and check upon them, which they see that their kids are stuck and caught up in webs. Not webs really, just vines of here. They wouldn't be able to move, and Aizawa would say Deku will release them, which Deku did, because all the heroes, Aizawa is one of the favorite, which Deku would be glad that she's in his class. And he would say that go all out or I will expel you. Which Izuku wouldn't be certain by this, because knowing Aizawa is planning something. Deku would combine 2 Shengan Wu and literally destroy everyone. If you're wondering what Shengan Wu did for this test, let's just say he used the Sword of the Storm and a strong heavy hitter. And he got infinite. When everyone see this, they will say that this is going to be fun, how they're going to use their quirk, which Aizawa hears, and Deku will use Crystal Eye before anything, and Deku would say, "No, say it out loud," and he was too late. They're screwed. Which Deku knows what Aizawa is planning. That Aizawa would say, "So you think it's fun? How about this then?" Oh my god, let me see if I can do an impression of Aizawa. So, you think this is gonna be fun then? Last place, whoever is it, how about this then? Whoever is in last place will be expelled from UA immediately. If you guys didn't know, I'm trying to see if I can impersonate him, so if you guys don't like it, let me know. Because I am basically being depressed for most of my life, so I don't really care. Negative comment don't work on me. So Deku would basically be first in everything. For the ball throw, Chaku would get infinite as well, and Bakugo, Izumi, and Katsumi would basically get Bakugo with 700, Izumi would get 800, and Bakugo's sister Katsumi would basically get 600. Those are the square. And everything would go in canon, which the invisible girl was going to get expelled, and she didn't. Why? Because Aizawa would know what Izuku is about to do. which he doesn't want to get on that kid's bad side, because remember, it's not a quirk, it's a power. So yeah, Izuku, yeah, so I thought I didn't want to get on Izuku's bad side, saying that you're fine for now, but remember, the only reason why you're here is because of him. They would all point to Izuku, which Izuku would have most influence, not really most influence, but the most, know everything about of teachers and such. And yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna lift off, because I'm really tired, guys. I'm sorry, but for this is gonna be for season 1, part 1. And if you're wondering how many parts I'm gonna do in this one, I'm gonna make like five parts, or 6 or 7 maybe, depending on how many views and likes I get. It's up to you guys. So if you guys like my video, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what if you want me to do with Deku, and I will literally destroy anything. Like, it can be basically anything, and I can literally create a new one. And I'm planning on making a Discord server, so if you guys want to join, let me know. I will create in the next few days, but for now I will. So for now I am tired. So guys, let me know in the comments. Subscribe. Let me know in the comments let me know if you want me to do a part 2, and let me know who else should I have to Deku's harem. And yes, guys, I want to do some in harems. Some will have harem, some will not. Some will have Katsumi and Izumi. Which Izuku, and that's where I'm gonna lift it off. And be sure to subscribe and share this with all your friends, please, guys, because this really helps me. The more subscriber I get, I will create a new special. Bye, guys.